If you love Harry Potter, then you're in the right place because today we are making a delicious butterbeer. My name is Aliena, or Harry, and this is my kitchen. So if you've had butterbeer at Universal Studios like I have, it is delicious, but it's not boozy. And today we are making a boozy butterbeer that actually has beer in it. So for this butterbeer, you do want to find some ales, maybe a holiday beer. I ended up using the Oktoberfest. Hold on, Harry. For your butterbeer, you want to use a lighter ale, like flat tire ale, rather than the one that was used in the video, because that made it a bit bitter. And this is a lighter beer, so it's a lot smoother and it makes your drink delicious. The first thing you're going to want to do is put your pot on your burner, bring it to a low to medium heat, and we just want to get our beer to start simmering very lightly. You don't want to cook all the alcohol off, so just a very light simmer. Ooh, but first I have to open all my beers. And we're using about 6 cups of beer or 3 pints. I've actually never made this before, so I am curious to see how it turns out, but everything I've seen about it, everyone says it's delicious. And I got this recipe from Greg from How to Drink on YouTube. It just looks so delicious. Next, I'm going to add some spices to my beer to just infuse it with some more flavor. So here I have half a teaspoon of nutmeg. You can use freshly grated, but I didn't have fresh nutmeg, so I'm just using some ground nutmeg, as well as some ginger, and this is really good to grate your ginger. And I used about 1 inch of ginger, and I got not that much, maybe like half a teaspoon of it as well. But it's good to grate it because you don't want it to be super chunky. As well as some cloves. You can add in just a little handful. I think I have 6 cloves here. So we can add these in. And now I'm just going to give this a nice stir. Now that our beer is heating up, I have a big bowl, and to that I'm just going to add in 5 egg yolks, along with 1 cup of brown sugar. And we are just going to beat this for about 1 to 2 minutes until the egg yolks become fluffy and light in color. And we can now start to temper our egg yolks, because we don't want to just put our eggs in here because it could overcook them, curdle them, and it will just make it a really nasty texture. It'll make it like scrambled eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to burn on our beater and continue to beat this while we slowly pour in our hot beer. Now that I've added a few ladles of my hot beer to my egg mixture and made sure that it got tempered, I can now add this back into my hot beer. Oh, and you see the color change immediately. It gets nice and frothy. You can't have butterbeer without some butter. So I'm going to be adding in 8 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just going to keep whisking this until the butter is fully melted into our drink. And this is a perfect seasonal drink because it's nice and hot and warming, even though it is 101 degrees today. And I transferred my butterbeer into a measuring cup because if you know me, I always tend to spill things. So this is just making it a little less messy. There we go. Now here we have our finished butterbeer. This is great for those cold days. I will say I am not a beer drinker, but if you are, you will love this. It's nice and warm, and you still get the flavor of the beer in it. If you're looking forward to the Hogwarts butterbeer at Universal, it isn't like that. This is a very traditional butterbeer where you really get the punch from that beer in it, along with all those spices and the butter. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Cheers!